European People's Party, the EPP, is delighted to bring you this interview, courtesy of the Financial Times, with leading financial journalist Ralph Atkins and EPP Vice-President Jyrki Katainen, who has also recently been nominated Best Finance Minister in Europe. Following official publication that the 15 Eurozone countries are now in a recession, the full impact of this financial crisis is really being felt by everyone, and even the economy, whose growth is now predicted to be a mere 0.1% in 2009. The EPP has taken action, though. It has highlighted the need for solidarity and firm European coordination. In its working groups, documents have been created with concrete proposals and solutions, such as the creation of a European rule-based system that can provide a supervisory and coordinated response in such circumstances. Above all, though, the EPP's main concern is for the people. It therefore calls for open markets and a social market economy, which serves the individual and creates prosperity for everyone. The economy has always played a critical role in the EPP's priorities, and it will continue to do so in its election manifesto.
I'd like now to turn to Europe's response to the crisis. Do you think European governments reacted fast enough and understood quickly enough what was happening?
Yes, I do, because I was pretty sure that we will see very drastic crisis in our banking sector right before the Euro countries' prime ministers met each other a month ago. But luckily they managed to do the right things and send the right message to the market, and actually at the moment it seems to be so that Europe has been much more efficient to take care of the crisis than Americans.
Why do you say that? How do you justify it?
Because we did the right things from very first step. I mean, Americans spend huge amount of money for trash banks, for instance, or stimulus packages which have not helped them. So European decision makers managed to choose the right medicine for the disease.
How severe do you think the economic crisis will be in Europe?
It is very severe, and now we should avoid doing that big deficits to our budget, even though countries can do some stimulating politics, but at the same time we have to take care of the sustainability of our budgetary policy.
But in Finland you lost half the jobs in the banking sector in the early 90s. Is that going to happen in Europe?
I don't think so, because the times are different and our global markets are more open than in the beginning of the 90s. So once we take care of our sustainability in our economies, national economies, I'm quite sure that the global economy will start booming again after a year or 1.5 years.
And what about the European Central Bank? Should the European Central Bank be cutting interest rates faster?
It's up to them, but I think that what they have done already now has been very right policy, and I think that it would be very good if they lowered interest rates in the future more, but I understand, I don't want to advise them at all, because I do respect the independent role of ECB.
And looking at the global response, we had the meeting of G20 in Washington. Are you happy with the outcome of that meeting?
I am pretty happy, because the outcome was more or less the same what European countries or the EU and the ECOFIN Council has recommended to G20.
How much does it all depend, though, on the United States accepting the sorts of ideas on regulation put forward by Europeans?
United States is a critical point in this issue, because we probably don't need more regulation, but at least we need better regulation. And the European view on this issue is very good, and I hope that we could put forward the ideas which the ECOFIN Council has proposed for G20 level.
Mr. Katainen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.